Hi everyone, so today we are talking all about uniqueness when it comes to personal style. So if you are completely new here and you don't know who I am Miriam Amani and I am a style consultant and I offer all kinds of services through my website, so you can take a look at those down below. So something that I've seen with my clients over the years is this desire for individuality that I think a lot of us have, and this desire to express who we really are through our style. And I've been finding more and more that the culture sort of online, which is where this video is, and the culture even in person is going away from individuality when it comes to personal style. So, for example, we have social media and we almost have a globalized style now. We almost have these globalized trends, which in some ways is really interesting, but in other ways it kind of can take away the individuality from people. So I'll never forget when I used to live in New York City, and so I lived in New York City, and then I went to the Netherlands, and I actually saw the same things, people wearing the same things in the streets between New York City and the Netherlands. And I have to say, I was excited to go to Europe. I was excited to go to the Netherlands because I wanted to see the different styles and I wanted to see how people dress themselves there. But what I found was that they were really the same because people were taking inspiration from Pinterest, from Instagram at the time. And now it's probably the same type of thing. People are taking inspiration from the most recent social media platforms. Right now it's TikTok. Who knows what it'll be in a few years, right? And the thing with this is that it's not always a bad thing. I think it's great to take inspiration from people, and I think it's great that we have so much inspiration to look at and to get inspired from. I think that all of these things are amazing. But then when it comes to that desire to express yourself, sometimes you can get lost in all of that inspiration. And so the thing that I have found is that also when people copy other people's outfits, like I've seen one of my coworkers when I do this full time now. I do style consulting full time, and I have been for years. But when I did work at a job, one of my coworkers said that she got this outfit inspiration exactly from an Instagrammer that she followed. But the thing is that even though the outfit looked beautiful on her and she was very beautiful herself, I found that it didn't really suit her for some reason. Like it seemed as though she did copy someone else. You see, it seemed as though it wasn't really for her. And the reason for that is because that outfit that Instagrammer put together, that was for their body, for their silhouette, for their features, for their eyes, for their cheekbones, for their proportions in terms of their silhouette, everything. That's what you sort of don't see behind the scenes, which are the things that I work with as well. It's sort of the behind the scenes of putting together something that just looks so effortless and so beautiful. There is so much to it, really, and what you see is the end result from, people who do this as a profession, people who are professional Instagrammers, for example. They do this full time. They know exactly what looks the way that they want it to look on them. They know exactly how to work with their proportions. They know exactly how to work with their silhouette, their facial features, their facial bone structure, and everything in between to create this effect, to create this look. And so when you just copy and paste that outfit on someone else, of course it's not going to look anything like it looked on that Instagrammer, even if you feel like you may look like that Instagrammer. There are so many subtleties to how an individual looks, and oftentimes even when you look like someone else, or you may be petite so you look at petite Instagrammers, or you may be tall so you look at tall Instagrammers, it still there's so much variation in people that it's really all about coming back to yourself and how you look and how things interact with your style, with your silhouette, with your features and everything like that, to create that kind of individualized approach for yourself. And that can take knowledge as well as experimentation. It takes both. It's really an art in a way. And that's the thing with choosing something that really shows your your look and your individuality physically. But now I also want to talk about showing your individuality in terms of your personality as well. So we talked about sort of things that are flattering for your body, things that are flattering for your face and your silhouette and things like that. And that's certainly a part of your individuality, is what you look like. But also your personality, of course, is a huge part of your individuality. And oftentimes we see this kind of going into everybody wears the same thing. Everybody takes the same style advice. So style advice like wearing neutrals and basics. That is a really great fundamental skill for any wardrobe, is having neutrals and having basics and knowing how to build an outfit. But at the same time, that's not the end all be all. And then what ends up happening is you have this cookie cutter way of dressing that people who appear to be chic sort of dress the same way. And you don't often see people who really, it's rare to really see someone who has something like a personal style, a signature style that is not simply following the trends. That's what I've found. And so what I want to encourage you to do today is I want you to focus on those basics, focus on those neutrals, focus on that foundation of your wardrobe, definitely, and you can't neglect that. But to also focus on those things that make you unique, both physically and in terms of your personality. And to do that no matter where you're going, even if you're going to a corporate setting, it's so important for us to honor who we really are and what we really look like. So, for example, if you're someone who really enjoys, like some people who are, they consider themselves to like gothic things, let's say. They like a certain kind of music, they like a certain kind of aesthetic, usually a lot of black, a lot of lace. Those kinds of things are, unfortunately, and I don't think that they should be, oftentimes they're seen as sort of not belonging in a corporate setting. And of course, you can't, although you should be able to, you can't go in, dressed completely in a gothic way into a corporate meeting. It's just not socially acceptable. But what you can do is you can incorporate maybe a color palette that is darker, of course, and you can also put in some accessories, like some jewelry or something that echo who you really are. And the reason why this is so important is, first of all, it's for you. It's for you to not feel so disconnected from something that you identify with, maybe. And it's for you to feel more grounded in an aspect of your identity. And when you feel more grounded, you will be able to communicate with people better. You'll feel less anxious, feel more secure when you feel like you are kind of holding on to a part of yourself that you find is important. Now, the other thing is also that it's going to help you make friends. It's going to help you start conversations. It's going to help other people sort of understand a little bit about who you are. Now, again, it doesn't mean that you have to dress head to toe in your most extravagant version of your personal style or your personal aesthetic. And I often find that that's what trips people up, actually, is this idea that they have to dress head to toe in an aesthetic that they like. But oftentimes the most wearable outfits are the outfits that have a lot of basics to them, and then maybe the accessories will sort of show your personal style. That way it's super wearable. It's something that you can feel a bit more comfortable wearing to any setting, but it's also going to show kind of an aspect of who you are, and hopefully your basics, the foundation of your wardrobe is something that you find is flattering to you and honors how you look. And so I think that's also important. So putting all of that together, you'll have a wardrobe. The foundational pieces are going to honor how you look, and the accessories and maybe some of the statement pieces are going to honor your personal style. And that's really an excellent way to build a wardrobe, is thinking about both of those aspects, thinking about flattering things to your silhouette and your features, and then also thinking about flattering things to your personality, things that you enjoy to express to other people, things that you want to express to other people, and adding in touches of that and never forgetting that aspect, because I think that sometimes we can get caught up in expressing our personality that we forget that we also have to honor our silhouette and we also have to honor our features. Sometimes it goes the complete other way, swing the pendulum in the other extreme, and some people will focus only on honoring their silhouette and honoring their features, and they will completely put their personal preferences aside. But I think both are so important, and both are really that combination of both is really what's going to make your personal style and your signature style and what it is. So I think that's all I have to say for this video. Let me know your thoughts. What has been your journey with your style and with the things that you've been wearing? How do you think, if you feel like you want to incorporate more of your uniqueness, more of your personal style into your everyday outfits, and even maybe to work, even to every occasion, how do you plan to do that? And let me know if you end up doing it, and report back, let me know how it goes. So that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll leave some links to the services that I offer down below, and leave me a comment as usual, and I will talk to you next time. Okay,